The 15 that has been in my closet for unopened for a long time.
You've had a 15-year-old in your closet.
I had a 15.
You gotta love where the mind goes.
Going to be doing one of my favorite things I do typically once or twice a year. It's the comics and whiskey get together. There's going to be a few of us from the comic book community getting together at a buddy of ours at John Ross's house. But before we do that, I got some packages to drop off, got to pick up a bottle of whiskey and get the comic books ready for the show or the get together. So stay tuned. All right, so I just dropped off the package, ended up selling something on eBay, so I had to get that off by noon. Car's all set, ready to go. Got my buddy's A-OK there for the comics and whiskey. Got the car all packed up, got the comic books in the trunk. Now I just got to go to the liquor store and pick up a bottle of whiskey. So let's get right into it. All right, so I'm at the whiskey store. And they got quite the selection. Look at that. I never see that stuff at any liquor store.
That reminds me of Sailor Jerry. Oh yeah.
There we go. Pouring out the Taylor.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing? How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
We have to do label placement.
Tony's a professional.
There you go.
There's the bag.
What would you describe the color there, Tony? Come on, you're Mr. Professional. Man, you guys
that's a caramel.
Has recently been getting into perfume.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's kind of stinky. Huh?
Pricey.
It can be, yeah, but you know what? I have my pricey things too, so why not? You know?
Right.
So she's been really attractive, of course, to smell because of the perfume. So I've been telling her, that's why I like the scotches because of all the different smells and such. And so I've had the 15 that has been in my closet for unopened for a long time.
You've had a 15-year-old in your closet.
I had a 15.
You gotta love where the mind goes.
That was
It was timing. That was timing. Right there.
And then she's like, "Why haven't you opened it yet?" I'm like, "I don't know."
You haven't opened up the.
Shut up, Tony. To make it worse, I had the 10-year-old.
Yeah.
I haven't opened the 15-year-old.
Oh, yeah, okay. So how was it when you opened up the 10-year-old?
So I've had the 10-year-old open for a while.
Really good to hear.
Yeah, and it was really good.
You're supposed to hold that for me. Why don't you hold that for me?
What'd you get, Tony?
Ones as well. They have those in the market now.
Ba-bam. Ba-bam. Oh, yeah, man. That's awesome.
That is good.
I'm just honored that you got.
Ooh.
Tony's already hit the wall.
Tony's already wasted.
Take it right out of the bottle. Just hit it right out of the bottle.
Yeah, that's right.
Go.
You're gonna kill my image.
Let's go.
So again, tell me how about work, about the transition between military and work.
So one of the reasons why I started selling some of my comic books was because I wanted to get out of the military mindset and get into the concept of profit, loss, and sales, and just understanding how the business world works.
I don't want you to think this the wrong way, but you look good in the beard.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm emulating you.
No. Last time I saw you, you had a tight cut.
That was the military.
And you had the beard.
Yeah.
And you look damn sexy in a beard.
I appreciate that.
Damn.
I tried.
Damn.
I'm sure if Dave was gay, he'd be all over you right now.
This is 5 whiskeys in, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't even know my glasses.
Full disclosure, 5 whiskeys in.
Yeah.
All right.
If
Different
Dave
type
was-
of whiskey.
I'm telling you, if Dave was gay, he'd be all over you right now.
Damn. All right. Damn. Oh, some horror. Vault of Horror. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't
Oh, hey man, it's all good. Vault of Horror is always good in my book.
I'm taking pictures too.
Tony is digging in the long boxes right now.
Yeah, baby.
What you got there?
Rent a pull.
Yep, let's go. Oh.
I got a little cable here.
Oh, all right. All right, guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed some of that footage. This is the annual comics and whiskey get together that we usually do at John Ross, Big Daddy John Ross's house. So this was more of a smaller get together. He's hoping to do a much larger one in late summer, early fall. So here's the fun part where I show you the actual books I got. So you may have already seen on Big Daddy John Ross's books that he got via trade from the books I'm about to show you. So I ended up trading him 3 Golden Age books. Go to his channel and check that out on Instagram, and you can see the books that I traded him. Now I'm going to show you what I got. All right, so I'm going to show you first what I got from Kevin. Got a nice little Karate Kevin sticker. And I also purchased one of his pieces of artwork. A really cool Batman. You know I like the moon in the background, the dark backgrounds. So this was the piece of artwork. I believe he ended up selling all of his artwork. So that's pretty cool. Let me check that out. Boom. So that was the artwork from Kevin. And then the rest of the stuff's going to be from John Ross. So I'll start off. Primarily, he had a book he was holding for me for quite some time. I believe he bought it at one of the online Instagram auctions. And he was like, well, if you want it later on, we can figure something out. So we ended up adding this into the trade. So this was the first book. Boom. There you go. Iron Man Submariner #1. This is CGC 7.0. I used to own a nice high grade of this. It was a 9.2. Ended up selling it years ago, so I wanted to get another copy back in the collection. So a nice higher grade copy. Very happy to have this back. So that was the first book. And then a book I was low-key looking for this year. Like I said, I don't typically make goal books or runs or anything like that. I just kind of like go on a whim and find stuff I like. But this is a character of mine I like to collect. But I never owned the first appearance, and I do like the martial arts. I have a martial arts background. Don't practice it anymore, but this character is really cool, and I'm really happy to pick this up. This is Marvel Premiere, issue number 15. First appearance of Danny Rand, Iron Fist. First appearance of Origin of Iron Fist. First appearance of Harold Meacham. Death of Wendell and Heather Rand. So really cool book. CBCS 8.5. I think this could probably benefit from a little press, and I might just crack it and send it over for regrading. If I can get a 9.0 out of it, that'd be pretty cool. But I'm definitely really happy to pick this up as well. I kind of like low-key want to pick up some more martial arts related characters. I do want to get the Karate Kid for one, he's a DC character. That would be pretty cool. I believe he's an Adventure Comics issue is his first appearance. But that would be pretty cool to add as well for like low-key, something I'm not really, hunting for. But if I find one on a whim, it'd be cool to add. So those were the slabs. Cool book so far. And then I got a nice little stack of books too. So hopefully you guys enjoy these as much as I did. So you got a wide variety of books in here from modern to golden age, which is crazy. So starting with the stack here up top, and these are like all wide varying conditions, from a decent grade, like a near mint minus, all the way down to a poor. So, but these all ended up all going into the trade. So first book, as you saw, Web of Spider-Man 118. This is the part of the Clone Saga. First, Ben Riley, Scarlet Spider, I believe. As you can see, it's in rough shape there on the spine. But this is a cool book, you know, and I kind of want to read it. I've never read it. And then you can't have the first without the next. So I also got Web of Spider-Man 119. So definitely excited to read those. I'll put this aside. Start a little pile here. And then some of these were just low-key random cool cover buys. Wolverine issue number 145. And I believe they have different like variants of this, you know, adamantium claw variant. They got like a silver one. I don't know. So the different variants from, I believe, a gold or something like that. But this is the cover A. All right, let me just pause that. All right, I had to pause that and restart it because I have a set timer on it, and then like it goes into fade for like bedtime, which is kind of silly. But it just did that, so I had to pause it and restart it. So next issue, another Wolverine cover. I got this because it's kind of low-key like a terrible cover, and I thought it was pretty funny. This is X-Men Deluxe issue number 90. I believe this is the newsstand. Let me take a look real quick. Not that it really matters. This is a fairly cheap book, and it's in rough condition. But it is the newsstand for any people out there that care about the newsstands, especially in the 90s. I know people go a little bonkers about searching for newsstands, but this is not near mint. This has been a well-loved issue. We got a nice little dog ear and stuff like that, but I just think this cover is just absolutely bonkers, and not in the good way. But so I picked it up anyways because I thought it was pretty cool. Next one, a nice classic movie homage cover. Wolverine issue number 59. So if you're not familiar, this is homaging the Terminator movie. So nice one there. And then I have a special place in this book, in my heart for this book. And I tell John whenever I come over to do some hunting, if you have them, I take them. I think Tony ended up getting 1 or 2 copies as well. This is the Marvel Comics group special compliments of your physician and Glaxo Incorporated. Captain America meets the asthma monster. Really cool book. Not worth much, but I believe this is also an Al Milgrom cover. I got this, yeah, it is Al Milgrom, because I got this signed last year at Turficon by Al Milgrom. So he had multiples and ended up picking up 3 copies. Look at that. So that was cool. Here we go into some more random stuff. We got some Solar Age now. Great cover here. Captain America issue number 114. And I love the floating head covers. Most notably, the floating head covers are kind of like, you know, you think of floating heads, you think of Jack Kirby. But this is actually not a Jack Kirby cover. This is a John Romita Sr. cover. So a little fun fact if you weren't aware. But early Captain America from the Silver Age. So Captain America 114. Classic Todd McFarlane cover. This is ASM 306. This is the Cover Swiping Action Comics number 1. So this is like going all over the place. I just put the pile together. Another Silver Age book, and this book is beat, but I couldn't pass it up because I don't collect a lot of ASM, but I do collect a lot of ASM villains, and this would be my second earliest ASM copy. So this is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 28, and tough book to get and really high grade due to the black cover, but this is the first appearance of Molten Man. So definitely a really cool book, but you can see it has been well loved. But you know what? This is all part of the trade. So this was a really good deal. And I believe it's all intact in there, you know, like meaning like it's complete. It may be detached. I'm looking at it, it probably probably is detached, but it's all there. So that's what counts. So that is a win in my book. Cool character for this next one. This is Marvel Spotlight issue number 1. This is not the first appearance of Red Wolf. I believe that is in, I want to say Avengers 87 or something like that. But this is like the spotlight. So the spotlights, they you know, give the character a spotlight and they tell a, you know, nice little story. So I do like the character Red Wolf. Don't know too much about the character, but I'm interested to read a little bit about it and see what it is. So that's that. This is a book also I've never owned, but also a classic cover. This is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 301. The book that homages the most homaged book out there. But another one that, it's a newsstand. Hey, newsstand! As you can see, there's some discoloration there on the spine. But otherwise, still in decent condition. And I've never read this issue, so I'm excited to read that issue as well. A lot of these I haven't read. I just haven't had the time. Another good minor key, Amazing Spider-Man issue number 290. This is the classic issue where Peter Parker proposes to his girlfriend. So nice book there to pick up. This is my second or third copy of this book, and I just love the cover. This is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 253. This is the first appearance of the Rose. Like I said, I do like to collect villain books. I forget specifically, and it's a Rick Leonardi cover too. That's always cool. I believe this has something to do with Vanessa Fisk or something like that. I forget. It's some minor key, but it is the first appearance of the Rose. And you don't see too many, you know, pinkish. Obviously, the cover is white, but you don't see a lot of like focus on pink, you know, in covers. So I thought that's always something neat to point out. Another really cool classic Amazing Spider-Man cover. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 251. Just love that cover. You see Spidey pulling out the Green Goblin's mask there from under the water. And it's a newsstand. Continuing on the villains run. And this will actually be the last book from the Bronze and the Age, and then it's going to go the last two for it'll be Golden Age. And this is another one. I probably have like 4 or 5 copies of this book by now, because I love the villain, and it's super cheap. It's a nice cheap spec book to buy as well. This is Secret Wars from Volume 2, issue number 3. First appearance of the Beyonder. And it is also a great cover. I don't know who does the cover offhand. Oh, it says Al and Steve. I wonder if it's another Al Milgrom cover. Ah, interesting. I'll have to look that up later, at a later time. But another book, cheap spec, if you're into the spec game. Beyonder is more than likely going to appear in some way, shape, or form in the later Avengers movies. Secret Wars. You know, so cool one to pick up on the cheap, especially now with comic prices on the down. Last two is Golden Age, of course. That's my fun wheelhouse that I'm just continuing to explore more and more of. A book that I haven't seen before, but you know me, I like to collect Golden Age, especially winter-related stuff. And I saw this, and I was like, okay, this is cool. I like this. Don't know too much about the series, but definitely willing to trade for this. This is Cookie number 11. Who's the publisher? I don't know. Good question. Usually the publishers will be on the cover, but this one doesn't have it, but we'll open it up and we'll, you know, give you a year as well. So let's check this out real quick. Cookie, published by Monthly and copyright, yada, 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 by, I guess, Michelle Publications? I have no idea who that is. Has that great Golden Age smell. This was actually published in 1947. So just after the war, post-war. Cookie number 11. I'll have to do some research on this in the go on the Gerber guide, see if they tell you any more information. Sometimes they give you a scarcity index. Kind of gives you an idea if the book's scarce or not. But really cool. As you can see, it's a winter cover. Not exactly a Christmas cover, but it is winter themed. You got the snow and stuff like that. Looks like some people are trying to escape the cops. You got the cop hat there on top of on top of the post. So that's pretty cool. So that's that book. I'm just going to put that aside so I don't get tape pulled, because I have been notorious in the past while I'm recording to do tape pulls by accident. So I'm not going to mess around this time. And then the last book, technically not a book, but I thought it was pretty cool because I've never seen this. This is more toy related than anything else, and I'll show you why. I'll pull this out so you can see it. And this is the other book that, well, not the other thing that caught my eye. So this is Sensational Action Toy, Captain Marvel Jr. in Ski Jump. And as you can see, winter themed. You got Captain Marvel skiing. And as you can see, it's not a book. There's nothing in there to open, but I'm going to show you the back. It's like a little how-to guide to make this assembly for Captain Marvel Jr. Skiing. So I'll open it up. This thing is completely intact, which is, I thought it was pretty cool. I don't think this is very, very valuable, but like to see something like this still intact from the Golden Age, I thought it was pretty neat. So I'll put that aside real quick and I'll show you. So it comes with, look at that. A little pieces there to assemble Captain Marvel Jr. The colors still pop. And you got the little stand there and still intact as well. So I thought that was pretty neat. Just to even see it there, you know, and to see it completely intact. All the pieces there from what I saw. I thought this initially was a comic book, but it isn't. Be interesting to see if I could, this would be pretty cool to display. Like, I don't know if you can grade something like this because it's technically not a comic book, it's a toy. But I'd be interested in reaching out to see if somebody would grade this, just as a cool display. But that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, comment, do all that fun stuff to help grow the channel. Thanks again for John for hosting the Comics and Whiskey annual get together. I'm hoping that we do another one in the fall, and if we do, that I'll be able to attend and we can get more people from the community. He got this together like last second, so you know, to kind of like accommodate a bunch of us locally. But like I said, hopefully in the fall we can get more people to come up and participate, because it's a really good time. You know, there's also a brewery right down the street from his place. And we just hang out, share good times, stories, and, you know, buy, trade, sell comic books. So if you guys like that at all, hit them up. Maybe we can figure something out for the fall. Until next time, Mark Spector Comics, out.